start of thinking beyond the obvious. And today I have my special guest. She is embodied leadership and intuitive alignment speaker, no other than Miss Nuria Gimenez-Bosch.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, Miss Nuria, once again to one of my podcasts. And can you please introduce more about yourself that I
Yes, of course. Hello, Daniel. My name is Nuria. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, and I'm a transformational coach that it's helping people to awakening themselves to connect with their true selves through embodiment practices and like Akashic Records, Quantum Flow. I have different programs. I have a grief program, as I am also certified as grief coach. So yeah, my goal is to help people to connect to their true selves and thrive in life.
Yes, and thank you so much for connecting to the world. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom as well, Miss Nuria. Thank you. And today, let's talk about presence as the foundation for transformation. So,
Yeah,
Miss Nuria, tell
yes.
us.
Yes, definitely. Presence is key. Whenever we are present in our life, we are able to see our reality as it is. We don't think about the past. We are not thinking or obsessed about the future. So whenever we are present, seeing our lives, feeling every single moment of our lives, then we are able to accept our own reality and then be open to whatever is meant for us. It's easy as we are all connected to the quantum field, and the quantum field is offering us infinite possibilities. Whenever we are able to connect with ourselves and with our own reality, then we are able to receive from the quantum field amazing experience and co-create our reality with the universe.
Yes, indeed, realities in the universe. You frame presence as the foundation for transformation, not the outcome. What is the most common way women mistake performance or productivity for presence, and what does it cost them long term?
Well, definitely the practice, first of all, healing is the first practice, whatever technique you use. I'm using Akashic Records as a technique. It's a spiritual, intuitive practice in which I have downloads and I receive the messages that the client needs to receive in the present moment in order to thrive and to accomplish their life mission. We all have a life mission and thrive. And then I use quantum flow as a technique that is an embodiment technique, somatic technique in which I blend breathwork, movement, sounds, connection to the energies, and I guide my clients to their own healing. I am not healing them. I am helping them to get back their own power and heal by themselves. I'm just a guide. So this is a practice that is very, very useful. I can speak of experience. It's been only 9 months that I'm doing that every single day, and my life has changed completely. And then, what was the other question? Sorry, the second question.
Well, let's do the next one, Miss Nuria. When someone comes to saying, I want to transform my life, What is the first sign that they are trying to think their way through something that actually requires them to embody their way through it?
Well, first of all, this is a very good sign that they want change in their life. They are ready for that. And this is facilitating the whole process. Whenever one is aware of their own needs and is connected to their own body and they know that they need a change, it's fantastic. This is the best that can happen. Then I would ask them, what do you want to transform? And from that, as a coach that I am, we would unravel whatever they want to transform and why. And then I would help them to come back to their own presence, to their own reality, and bring them awareness towards their life, every aspect of their life. After that, I would ask them again, what do you want to change in your life? What do you need to transform? And then we would work with quantum flow probably.
Well said, Ms. Nuria. So, what does presence actually feel like in the body when someone gets it right? And
Oh,
what does absence it feel like when they're stuck in the old narratives?
wow, this is a very good question because whenever one is present, when we are present, we feel peaceful. We feel this, the heart is peaceful, is calm. We feel that it's ease. We are able to receive the goodness of life. Whenever we are blocked, we feel all the inner narrative that are coming from our minds, scarcities, fear, insecurities, all these are not who we truly are. All these are blockages that are preventing us from being our true selves. But on another side, they try to, all this narrative, they come from the ego and they just try to protect ourselves. They just try to tell us, no, 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 no. You don't need a transformation. You are good as you are because you are comfortable with the situation that you are. You know how it works. Why to change? Why? What if this happened? Why do you need that? What if you fail, right? So when we talk from the ego, from the mind, it sounds loud. It sounds the body is feeling an ickiness, discomfort, stress, like you want to go fast, you want to rush, you need to rush to chase. Whenever you are present, you feel ease and peace and yeah, openness, and it's quiet.
Quiet indeed, and peaceful as well. You work with the woman navigating identity shifts. What is the most vulnerable moment in the process? That moment where presence is hardest to maintain but most essential.
Yeah, this happens when the woman is bringing awareness to something that they have been denying, like pain, like they didn't want to suffer for whatever reason. If they are going through grief, for example, they just want to avoid feeling, or whenever they realize that they have like an awakening and they realize that they need to change, they need to to honor themselves, because one of the most difficulties that women have today is to prioritize themselves respect the others. We are nurturers. We take care of others. We are empathic. And we are always in need to help and to care and nurture. And whenever we feel empty, this is a sign that we need to care about ourselves, to take care about ourselves as we do for the others. So whenever a woman realizes the truth of who they truly are, it's like it's like an awakening. It's like, wow, I am all this. Why I have been losing my time all these last years thinking that I wasn't worthy or I was guilty for whatever things, or all the emotional weight that have been carrying in their own shoulders wasn't necessary. So yeah, it's like an awakening. This is whenever we have an awakening and we see the truth and we see the reality, at the beginning, it's difficult to accept because we feel guilt again of not having been nice with ourselves before. But then just, yeah, tears can come and emotions, and then we feel good that, okay, now is my time.
Well said, Miss Nuria. And grief cross continental transitions, dismantling fear based narratives, they are not a linear process. How does embodiment help someone to stay with the messiness of transformation when every part of wants to rust and fix version of themselves?
Can you repeat this question, please?
Yes, so grief, cross continental transitions, dismantling fear based narratives. These are not a linear processes. How does embodiment help someone stay with messiness of transformation when every part of them want to rush to the fixed version of themselves?
Well, it's as I told you before. Whenever we feel this feeling in our bodies of fear, of insecurities, of that we are giving, we have the choice. Do we give the power to all these emotions, all these scarcities, or we are compassionate with ourselves and we say, okay, yeah, as you say, healing and transformation, it's not linear. It goes it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so we have to be compassionate with ourselves. As my experience, I have gone through a lot of transitions in my life, changed country, changed house, changed jobs, and also I lost loved ones. So it's just every change, every important change that happens in our lives, it's for a reason. It's for a growth. Every loss is giving us the possibility to transform. Every loss is giving us the possibility to come back to who we are and release what no longer serves us and reinvent ourselves. But reinvention is not easy. Reinvention takes time because we need to settle. We need to accept our own reality. And from then, continue the path nonstop because it never ends. But it's wonderful. As much as we advance, we feel the easiness that it's growing and the expansion, and the fear is vanishing. Of course, from time to time, we all come back to the fear with new experience that we don't know, and we don't know what is going to happen in 6 months. But but then the inner power that has grown with all the healing and self work, it pays for, it compensates totally. But yes, I mean, we have to be compassionate with ourselves. This is super important.
Well said, Miss Nuria. Nervous system awareness has been a buzzword. What do you think is the most misunderstood aspect of it, and how do you keep it grounded and practical rather than conceptual?
Misunderstanding. The misunderstanding maybe is that it's just a physical, biological thing. Nervous system is connected to who we are, is connected to our own energy. Whenever our nervous system is balanced, our energy glows, and our frequency, our energetic frequency rises. Whenever it's in balance, our energy frequency lowers, so we contract. This is a difference of having nervous system balanced or imbalanced. Balanced, expansion; imbalance, contraction. So it's more than a biological thing. And obviously, there are several ways to balance our nervous system. There are meditations. Um, all the gurus and masters that are today sharing their own meditations are talking about that. And there are several things, but not the body has to work on that, because we have so much stored energy in our body that it, just by doing meditation, it would take years, and for example, in my practice, I use quantum flow, and it's much faster because we combine breath work and movement. We respect every single need of every person. So it's intense, but it doesn't have to be intense. It has to be easy for the body. It's not a fitness class. It's a soul workout, I would say, because it's working on the body, on the energetic body, on the energetic field that is around us, and our nervous system. Whatever we in our nervous system, we have the pineal gland that Joe Dispenza talks about so much. Our pineal gland is of the size of a raisin right now. When, like in the Egypt period, it was the size of a raisin. Can you imagine how much we have blocked our intuition, our connection with our soul and ourselves? And the pineal gland is key to 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 live a life with alignment and connection with oneself. So with quantum flow, we do this. We unblock the pineal gland. We remove all the calcium that is contracting it, the connection with the nervous system, with the body, with everything. And I don't remember the second question.
Well, let's go to the next question, Miss
Okay.
Nuria. And comparison is often treated as a weakness to eliminate. You've named as a narrative to dismantle. What do you think comparison actually reveals about what someone is longing for, and how do you work with that rather than against it?
Yes, that's a very good question. So, whenever we are comparing ourselves with someone that we admire, for example, we see a beautiful person, a beautiful woman speaking at stage about something that we relate to, and we feel this ickiness but admiration at the same time. So, and we feel, oh, no, 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 I would never be able to do this, but she can do this, but why I am not doing that? When we are questioning ourselves from this manner, from this point of view, why I am not there, it means that we are victimizing. We are victimizing ourselves. Whenever we feel comparison with someone that we admire, or envy, or all these kind of emotions, just it is for a reason. It is that something within us is resonating with what this person is doing. So it means that ourselves, our higher selves, is telling us, you can do it too, because we are unlimited beings. We are not, and also we are not individual beings, we are all connected. There's a place for everyone in the planet. We don't need to compete. We can work together instead and collaborate. Because that person at the stage that is speaking, it's wonderful, but it's unique. So are we. We are unique. And this person at the stage is sharing things about their own story and about their life and about their experience that are not the same than us. So everyone is able to do whatever we are drawn to. By victimizing ourselves, we are blocking ourselves from doing something that we really want. That's when the healing takes place, because it means that we need to work on self-worth, on self-limiting beliefs, etc.
Well said, Miss Nuria. But before we wrap up our discussion for today, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, people. My other podcast, because my abstract essay is already in sixth season, abstract poetry in third season, and of course my book one on review in sixth season too. Comedy 101 in fourth season, and of course my food 101 in sixth season as well. Geography 101, love letters, movie 101 review, Music 101, our fifth season, Science 101, Sex 101 in its fourth season, and Trivia 101, Motivation 101, Spiritual Awakening 101, Entrepreneurship 101, Law 101, Mental Health 101, Coaching 101, of course, Bible Verses 101 are my baby podcasts. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcast. So, Miss Nuria, you've navigated identity shift across continent, grief, and dismantling of old stories. What's the most unexpected gift that has emerged from the journey? Something you could not have planned for, predicted, but that now sits at the core of how you work with others.
This one, sharing my truth in front of a camera and in a podcast. This is an example. And not being afraid of doing that, of being myself. This is something that I would have never thought I would do.
Indeed, and congratulations, Ms. Noria, for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. So can you please invite our listeners to support your business, projects, or anything you want to promote on Abstract Essay?
Yes, thank you so much, Daniel. Yes, of course, if you want to contact me, I go to my website, www.nuriabosch.me. Then I have an account in YouTube, Nuria Bosch Coach, and then I'm writing blogs in Substack, Nuria Bosch, and then I'm also on Instagram, Nuria Bosch _coach, and on LinkedIn, Nuria Bosch Coach. So thank you so much, Daniel, for hosting me again. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward for next time. Thank you so much.
Yes, I will. I will. invite you again
Thank you.
many times, Miss Nuria, to all my podcasts, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about all your topics that you want to talk about. Okay.
Beautiful.
So, people, let's support Miss Nuria Jimenez-Bosch, because if you support him, if you support her, well, for sure, more and more empowering business like this to rise. So, Miss Nuria, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Bodycon people, see you soon.